Hello ma'am, I am Oliur Rahman and my ID is 18115104992. Thank you ma'am for giving me this opportunity to present my presentation. Our presentation topic is software testing. These are the group members ma'am. It is the process used to identify the correctness, completeness, and quality of developed computer software. It is the process of executing a program or application under positive and negative conditions by manual or automated means. It checks for the specification, functionality, and performance under as many as error or bugs as possible in a given product, demonstrate a given software product matching its requirement specifications, validate the equality of a software testing using the minimum cost and efforts, generate high quality test cases, perform effective tests, and issue correct and helpful problem reports. Error, bug, and fault and failure. Error, it is a human action that produces the incorrect result that produces a fault. Bug, the presence of error at the time of execution of the software. Fault, state of software caused by an error. Failure, deviation of the software from its expected result. It is an event. Thank you, ma'am.
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am. My name is Abdul Rahman and my ID is 18215 First, I like to thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Our presentation topic is software testing. So I'm going to talk about error, bugs, fault, and failure. So, what is error? It is a human action that that produces the incorrect result that reduces a fault. Bug, the presence of error at the time of execution of the software. Fault, state of software caused by an error. Failure, deviation of the software from its expected result. It is an event. So, what is so here is some examples of SDLC. SDLC means software development life cycle, standard model used worldwide to develop a software, a framework that describes the activities performed at each stage of a software development project, necessary to ensure the quality of the software, logical steps taken to develop a software product. Classical waterfall model. Here is some classical waterfall model. So it is the oldest and most widely used model in the field of software development. Testing life cycle. This here is This is the testing life cycle. Test plan. It is a systematic approach to test a system software. The plan typically contains a detailed understanding of what the eventual testing workflow will be. So testing case, it is a specific procedure of testing a particular requirement. It will include identification of specific requirement tested, test case, success, failure, criteria, specific steps to execute test data. Thank you, ma'am. Now I'd like to call my next team member, Rukunujaman Munim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I am Ruknuzzaman Munim. My ID is 181151078. Thanks for me opportunity and give me my presentation. My topic is verification versus validation. Verification. The software should conform to its specification, or we while building the product right. Validation. The software should do what the user really requires. And testing methodologies. We know that testing methodologies is two types: black box and white box testing. Black box testing, no knowledge of internal program design or code required. Tests are based on requirements and functionality. White box testing, knowledge of the internal program design and code required. Tests are based on coverage of code statements, branches, paths, conditions. Then black box testing. This is a black box testing. And then white box testing. This is a white box testing. And then testing levels. We know that testing levels three types: unit testing, integration testing, system testing. Thank you, ma'am. Uh, Next, I invite our next group member. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am. My name is Sarfaraz Moir and my BRing ID is 172159652. Our presentation topic is software testing. Now I will discuss about unit testing. Test each module individually, follows a white box testing, that means logic of the program done by developers. Integration testing. Once all the modules have been unit tested, integration testing is performed. It is systematic testing, produces tests to identify errors associated with interfacing. The types are Big Bang integration testing, top-down integration testing, bottom-up integration testing, mixed integration testing. Now, system testing. The system as a whole is tested to uncover environment error, verifies that all system elements work properly and that overall system function and performance has been achieved. Types are alpha testing, beta testing, acceptance testing, performance testing. Alpha testing. It is carried out by the test team within the developing organization. Beta testing. It is performed by a selected group of friendly customers. Acceptance testing. It is performed by the customer to determine whether to accept or reject the delivery of the system. Performance testing. It is carried out to check whether the system meets the non-functional requirements identified in the SRS document. Types of performance testing: stress testing, volume testing, configuration testing, compatibility testing, regression testing, recovery testing, maintenance testing, documentation testing, and usability testing. Thank you, ma'am. It is actually my next presenter. Thank you, ma'am, for listening my presentation, and I will offer to my next presenter, Hi Ayub. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sarfaraz Munir. Assalamu alaikum, ma'am. My name is Shoyam Ayub, and my pairing ID is 18115105663. My presentation part is discussion. In, a, in, in order to be cost effective, The testing must be concentrated on areas where it will be most effective. The testing should be planned such that when testing is stopped for whatever reason, the most effective testing in the time allotted has already been done. The absence of an organizational testing policy may result in too much effort and money will be spent on testing, attempting to achieve a level of quality that is impossible or unnecessary. Thank you, ma'am, for listening our presentation.